Hi, my name is Deborah Clinton. I'm an employee of the New Paltz Central School District, and this year I was a representative for the school for the One Book, One New Paltz Committee. One Book, One New Paltz is a community-wide celebration of reading. The idea behind it is to encourage people throughout the community, including the college and the school district, as well as all community members, to participate in reading the same book. Some of the events that were based around the One Book, One New Paltz project this year included a photojournalist exhibit by Daniel Morrell that was on the college campus. It focused on some of the political strife and the struggles that occur in Haiti present day. In addition, the author, Edwidge Danticat, came and spoke at the college about her book, The Dew Breaker, and about growing up in Haiti. The New Paltz High School students took the initiative to interview several key people involved in the One Book, One New Paltz project. We hope that the following interviews you're about to hear will further enhance your understanding of the One Book, One New Paltz project, as well as educate people about Haiti and its culture. Enjoy.
I have other books that have been read by a community, but for the Dew Breaker, this is the first time. So it's an honor for me. I think I'm pleased that people are reading the book, and I'm also pleased that around the same event there are other events where people will get an opportunity to learn more about Haiti. So that often when a community is reading a book, they read the book and they discuss it, and that's it. But the fact that here that people will get to, there's an exhibit, they can watch some documentaries about Haiti, I think will broaden people's knowledge about Haiti, and will put the book in a context by, where people, the readers of New Paltz can get more out of it. And I think, in terms of my opinion in general about this project and projects like that, I think it's wonderful because, of course, as a writer, of course, I have a stake in people reading, and as a reader, even more so, I think it's important that people read. So anything that encourages people to read, I think is wonderful. My purpose in writing any story is first to try to tell a good story. Try to capture the reader's attention. That's usually the first thing I aim for, because I think fiction, should do a lot of things, but it shouldn't preach to people. It should, entertain. It should engage you. It should give you a desire to know more about certain character, a certain place. But so I try to tell a good story, and then through that story, hope that perhaps people will learn about Haiti, about Haitian history. When I moved from Haiti to New York, I lived mostly in Brooklyn, and in the middle of a very large Haitian community. So we went to a Haitian church and had we're pretty much very connected with the Haitian community there. My father was very active in the community, so I've pretty much kept that up, and I've always lived in or near a Haitian community. Haiti, unfortunately, is facing some very big problems today, I think, in terms of stability, security, and economic problems, and that comes after many years of some instability. But there is hope, and there are a lot of people who are working towards improvements. And one example, is the hip hop star who is Haitian American, Wyclef Jean, who has a foundation in Haiti. People like him are starting to go back and help, because we, after many years now, realizing that not a government can't do it, or certain individuals can do it. Like everybody has to put their hands together. People who are Haitian Americans who live here and people who live there have to work together to bring about a change, and that's where my hope lies. And then I think once people who are outside the country and people inside the country work together, then we can actually make some things happen. It was a very emotional book to write, in the sense that I think some of the questions it addresses are not answered. I mean, it's not really like writing about a difficult part of our past that's just wrapped up neatly and closed off. I mean, there's so many things that bleed into the present, you know, so many wounds, so many scars, so many recycling of some of these things that it was very emotional. And I think also it's personally emotional because we all you always know someone who is affected in some ways by the types of situations in the book, and and I've borrowed a lot of traits from people I actually know. So in that sense, it was you know, it was a deep, a kind of deeply moving to me writing experience. But part of the great thing about writing is that it's like it's kind of an exorcism. You know, it's like a personal exorcism for me. That if you're hunted for so long by certain questions, and suddenly you get a chance to explore them. And people often ask too if what it's like writing from the point of view of say the deal breaker of this person, and or even of the person who forgives. And I think that's sort of what the task calls. You know, as a writer, that's the hardest part, is like trying to put yourself or placing yourself in the shoes of the person that you least like to be, or like the person that you hate the most in the story, and still trying to to convey that person as a human being, like all the other human beings in the book.
Yeah, New Paltz have great people. Any place you go have interest in the outside, not on themselves. That's really good. You know, I didn't expect that. At age 13, I witnessed a public execution. There were two guys. They were a member of Jeune IT. They're trying to fight against the dictator. They invade the country, they got caught, and they tried them in a military court, and they condemned them to death. And one morning, and I think it was in November, they say everybody must go to the plaza to look at the execution. So I went there. I didn't go by the soldiers. I stayed in the back because the noise was too. And after they execute, I went by the how you say that, the pole where they by the pole, and I pick up the guy's glass. And the next day they put all the pictures in front of the studio. And at the door, from that day, every day I came from school, I have to go by the studio to look at the pictures. That was my turning. That's when I really want to become a photojournalist, before that word was exist.